Okay, my first video got a little cut off, but I was just ending with saying that Jerry Cobb's accomplishments were great because they opened up new opportunities in science for women to expand their knowledge around the world and around the globe rather than just at home. Now we move on to 1963, and here we have John F. Kennedy signing the Equal Pay Act. The women had been involved in the American workforce for quite some time, and these women workers were working the same amount of hours, doing the same amount of work, and they weren't receiving the same pay. So after many years of activist riots and campaigns and work, we finally got John F. Kennedy to pass the Equal Pay Act of 1963. Here we skip to July 7th, 1983, and this is a picture of Sally Ride, and Sally Ride was the first woman astronaut to go into space, and she orbited the Earth. And this was a great accomplishment on top of what Jerry Cobb had done, because it also expanded our opportunity to study science and expand our knowledge. So here we go to 1983, and I know that throughout this project I didn't exactly talk about African American women. So let me put this into perspective for you. During the 20th century, finding jobs as an African American woman was nearly impossible up until the late 1970s, 1980s. And so here's 1983, and we have Carmen Turner, and she is the first general manager, or first African-woman general manager of a metropolitan area, and in this case it was Washington Transit Agency. And what Turner did is she was responsible for installing miles upon miles of railroad, and she had opened up opportunities for not only women but also African American people as a whole, and showed that and despite of her race and her gender, she could do absolutely anything she set her mind to. Here I have a closing statement that says, "The fight for women's equality goes far past what was presented here today, but these few events had such a major impact on America that I feel like the point was conveyed perfectly. The point of describing these events is to show that women can truly accomplish anything and can become just as decorated as the next man. The changing role of women was a huge turning point in the 20th century because it increased our workforce, aided our military, raised home front moral among everyone, and had also made our country more diverse and made us look better as a whole. Women continue to grow as individuals today and never fall short of proving their worth to the American dream." And here I have my annotated bibliography separated between secondary sources and my primary source at the bottom here.